Okay, get started. Let's begin by making sure you're seated comfortably and back is completely rested on the chair. Let's take a moment to arrive. Take a deep inhale, filling up your chest and your belly. And a deep exhale, relieving all the stress and the tension. Let's do it once again. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Our usual disclaimer: when you attend this session, you do so with complete understanding that you're responsible for your own well being. Neither do I, nor anybody leading the session from the organization, takes responsibility for the outcome of your participation. So please exercise caution. Also, do follow the thumb rule of yoga. That is, there can be no strain or whatsoever in whatever you do. Everything should be done with such light effort and comfort. Thereby, there's meditative state and awareness. Observe your breath and make sure that is always slow and smooth. May avoid any risk or injuries. Please engage in every practice we do to an extent that is comfortable to you. We want this to be experiential, so please listen to your body and go with the flow. Now, let's establish the group consciousness. And we do that by imagining everyone in this group today is within yourself. Now, with that, let's begin with the first of 3 ohms. Let's begin with the chakra vibration. Please bring your awareness to the perineum area. Here, we do the sound lum by pressing the little finger with the thumb. Please ensure your hands and palms are aligned towards the area. Let's begin with a deep inhale. Lum. 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 Lam. Release your hands. Continue. Lam. 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 Last time. Lam. Now, bring your awareness an inch or above the perineum area, the pubic zone. Here, as we draw from front to back, we do the sound "wum" by pressing the ring finger with the thumb. Please ensure your hands and palms are aligned towards the area. Let's begin with a deep inhale. "Wum." 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 Release your hands. Continue. "Wum." "Wum." Last time. "Wum." Now, bring your awareness to the navel area. As you draw from front to back in the middle of the body, we do the sound "rum" by pressing the middle finger with the thumb. Let's begin with a deep inhale. "Rum." 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 Release your hands. Continue. "Rum." Ram. Last time. Ram. Now, bring your awareness in between the chest area in the middle of the body. Here, we do the sound yum by pressing the forefinger with the thumb. Please ensure your hands and palms are aligned. And let's begin with a deep inhale. Yum. 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 Release your hands. Continue. Yum. Yum. Last time. Yum. Now, bring your awareness to the throat area in the middle of the body. Here, we do the sound hum with thumbs up, loose fist. Hum. 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 Release your hands. Continue. Hum. Hum. Last time. Hum. Now, bring your awareness to the middle of the forehead area. Here, we do the sound shum with thumbs up, loose fist. Shum. Sham. Sham. Release your hands. Continue. Sham. Last time. Sham. Now, bring your awareness to the middle of the head, in the middle of the head. Here, we do the sound Om with thumbs up, loose fist. Release your hands. Continue. Last time. Let's stay in the moment. Now, let's continue with Ujjayi Pranayama or happy face breathing. For those of you who know, please continue. For those who need instructions, make a big smile with cheeks out. And as you smile, you'll feel a stretch around the bottommost part of the mouth area, which is the throat area. And as you inhale and exhale, you will feel mild sucking sensation in the surface area. Feel that sensation. Let's do a couple of breaths in Ujjayi. Now, while you're in Ujjayi, let's move on to shoulder rotation. As you inhale in Ujjayi, lift up your shoulders with a little tilt in the back. And as you exhale, you move forward, drop your shoulders, bring your palms on your knees. Let's continue. Last inhalation. Now, bring your palms together in Namaste position. And as you inhale, you lift up your palms in the air. And as you exhale, you drop your arms. Bring the palms together in Namaste position near the chest area. Let's continue. Last inhalation. Last exhalation. Now make a fist. Bend at the wrist. Now as you inhale, you open up your palms and open up your arms as much as you can. And as you exhale, you bring your arms in the fist position back to the chest area. Let's continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now, bring your elbows in line with the shoulder. And as you inhale, you open up your palms and fingers as if a flower is budding. And as you exhale, you roll it up and bring it back in fist position. Let's continue. Let's reverse the direction now. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now, interlock your fingers with knuckles facing the sky or the roof. Bring it behind your head. And as you exhale, you move towards the one side of the shoulder. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, move towards the other side of the shoulder. Inhale back to the center. Let's continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Back to the center. Now, grab hold of your elbows behind your head. As you exhale, you push towards one side of the arm. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, move towards the other side of the arm. Inhale, back to the center. Let's continue. Stretch only as much as you can. Do not overstretch. This will loosen up your shoulder joints. Last exhalation and last inhalation. And let's move on to the neck exercises. And as you exhale, you tilt your head towards one side of the shoulder as if the ear is trying to reach the shoulder. And as you inhale, you're back to the center. Exhale, try reaching the other side of the shoulder. Inhale, back to the center. And let's continue. Last exhalation and last inhalation. Now, as you exhale, turn your head towards one side of the shoulder. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, turn towards the other side of the shoulder. Inhale, back to the center. Let's continue. Last exhalation and last inhalation. Now, let's do a 360-degree head turn. Inhale, pulling up your head completely back with chin up. And as you exhale, you bring your chin to the chest area. Inhale, pull your head all the way back with chin up. Exhale, bring chin to the chest area. Now, from here, we'll do 360-degree turn. As you inhale, you make half circle. And then as you exhale, you complete the circle in one direction. Let's continue. Let's reverse the direction. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now let's do the spinal twist. And we do that by clasping your left palm over the right knee and turning back, trying to hold your right hand with the back of the chair or hand free in the air. Or if you're not comfortable, you can place your palms at the lowermost part of the back area. Now, as you exhale with each turn, we're going to say the sound ah. First round one, second round twice, and third round thrice. Now, let's begin towards the right. Ah. To the left. Ah. To the back. Chin to the chest. Now let's move on to the second round with 2 R's and 2 arms to the right. Ah, ah, to the left. Ah, ah. To the back. Ah, ah. Chin to the chest. Mm. Mm. Now, let's move on to the third round. To the right, with 3 R's. Ah, ah, ah. To the left. Ah, ah, ah. To the back. Ah, ah, ah. Chin to the chest. Mm. 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 Now, we're going to cross our left leg over the right leg and hold it using our arm. And as we pull in towards our chest area, we're going to turn in the opposite direction, and we're going to say the sound lum 3 times or 5 times. Okay, let's begin. Make sure as you squeeze your perineum, you say the sound lum and also pull your leg towards the shoulder. Lum. 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 Now, let's cross over a right leg over the left leg and hold it using the hands, opposite hand. And as you pull towards your chest area, you turn your head in the opposite direction and make the sound lump by squeezing your perineum area. Let's begin. Lum. 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 Let's complete it with 3 ohms and then move on to standing exercises. Make sure you're seated comfortably with your back rested on the chair with palms open. Let's begin with the first of 3 ohms. Alright. Now, those of you who have good balance, please go ahead and go ahead and stand. Otherwise, please be seated. Now, bring your palms on your hip area, a little back, and as you inhale, you push towards one side of the arm, lifting up your leg a little. Then, as you exhale, you back to the center. Inhale, push towards the other side of the arm. Exhale, back to the center. Let's continue. Let's do the last inhalation and last exhalation. Let's do the forward bend. And the way we do that is with 4 steps. We're going to do a full backward arch in the back. And then we're going to move forward. And we try to reach the floor with our hands. That's the 3rd step. And in the 4th step, we're going to grab our knees, drop our head in between the knees and pull back ourselves up. Now we'll do this with the breath work. Now clasp your elbows behind your back. And as you inhale, you make a complete backward arch with chin up. Stay here for a couple of breaths and feel the sensation from the bottommost part of the feet to the neck area and head. Now, as you breathe, with the next exhalation, push yourself a little forward. Move your body little by little with each exhalation, making sure your back and neck are straight. Now, place your palms on the floor, or if you're not able to reach, let the hands hang in the air. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Now, grab hold of your knee for the next exhalation and drop your head in between and pull back up. Now, let's do the hip rotation just like the head rotation. We're going to do the 360-degree circle. Place your palms on your hips. And as you inhale, you move towards one side of the hip. And then exhale, move towards the other side of the hip, making a 360-degree circle. Try to keep your upper body straight and just move the hip alone. Now let's reverse the direction. Okay. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now let's take our seats. Let's begin with our alternate nostril breathing. Those of you who know, please continue. Whichever fingers you want to use, you can use, and imagine there's a flow of energy from the left nostril as you inhale and it reaches all the way to the top of the middle of the forehead. And then as you exhale, it descends through the right nostril. And then again, as you inhale, your awareness reaches the top of the middle of the forehead. And then again, it descends from the left nostril. Let's continue. Last inhalation. And last exhalation. Now, let's move on to the spinal mantra. Make sure you're seated comfortably. Your back completely rested. Soften your gaze and gently close your eyes. Open up your palms. Feel a moment of stillness and calmness within you. And visualize as a flow of energy from the bottommost part of the spine to the top of the head and over the head. And while you visualize this flow, I'll be playing the spinal mantra. Please follow the instructions. You need not repeat the mantra. Just mentally affirm the syllables in the spinal mantra. Okay.
Now let us begin from the feet and ankle. We do the 7 mantras
Are you
from
able
the
to hear now?
feet and ankle to the knees to the lowermost part of the spine, which is in between the buttocks and the back, and then the lumbar spine, the thoracic spine, the cervical spine in the neck, and then in the back of the head, in the very top, called the Shikha point. The mantra for the feet and neck are the same, that is Ankh. Now let us begin from the feet and ankle. with mantra Aim, moving to knees where we vibrate Shim, and move on to the base of the spine where we do Jim. I'm Shim 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 Jim. Now we move from the base of the spine to the lumbar region, then to the thoracic or the back region of the spine with Jim, Jime, Haim. So let's go. Jim, Jime, Haim. 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 Now we move from the thoracic spine to the spine and the neck to the back of the head with Haim, Aim, Om. Let's go. Haim, Aim, Om. 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 Now we do all the 7 mantras in sequence, starting from the feet and ankle. Aim, Shim, Jim, Jime, Haim, Aim, Om. 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 I'm Shim Jim Jam Haim I'm 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 Om.
When you're ready, pull back your shoulders. Let's move on to Vastrika. Let's do the first round of Vastrika. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 16. Exhale. 17. Exhale. 18. Exhale. 19. Exhale. And 20. Exhale. Now, Kumbhaka followed by Brahmari. Let's move on to the second round. Pull back your shoulders. Exhale. 2. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 16. Exhale. 17. Exhale. 18. exhale. 19, exhale. And 20, exhale. Now, Kumbhaka followed by Brahmari. Let's move on to the third round of Vastika. Pull back your shoulders. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 16. Exhale. 17. Exhale. 18. Exhale. 19. Exhale. And 20. Exhale. Kumbhaka followed by Brahmari. Now let's move on to the meditation part. Make sure you're seated comfortably. Observe a stillness within you. Open up your palms, soften your gaze, and close your eyes. Now, mentally affirm, I let go of everything I have. I don't care about any ideas or concepts. I care about nothing. I let go of every ideas and concepts. Now, if you have a preferred way of meditation, please go ahead and continue. Otherwise, imagine there's a flow of energy from the bottommost part of the spine to the top of the head and over your head. And while you visualize this flow, I'll be playing Om in the background. You can mentally affirm three syllables: I'm, Im, Om. I'm, Im, Om. Now, if you feel this music as distraction, please reduce the volume. Otherwise, continue to listen to the music. Mentally affirm, may I please be guided for the purpose of life on this earth. Slowly bring back your senses part by part from the top of the head, your arms, your chest area, your limbs, and your feet. Gently rub your hands and place the warmth on your eyelids and slowly bring the palms in front of you and be grateful for everything you have. Slowly open up your eyes. Namaste. Uh, you're not able. I think you're on mute, doctor.
Today being Sunday, we have extra time for any question or any discussion. So please feel free to unmute yourself and speak up, or you can write any question in the chat box or any item for discussion.
Namaste, Doctor.
Namaste.
Yeah, actually, I wanted to know about this the three type of gunas that are mentioned: the sattva, rajas, and tamas.
Yes.
And like in each person, we have all the three types of gunas.
Okay. To understand this in a proper way, because popularly people will say Sattva is good, Tamoguna is bad, Rajoguna excessively is bad, and things like that. So the thing is, you see, to properly understand it, we need to go into the Yoga Sutras as well as into the Vaisheshika Sutras. And what happens is, we are programmed entities. We have our karmas and kleshas, which are in the bhuva zone, the spiritual zone that is projecting into this body. For the karmas to fulfill, whatever gunas you need manifest in yourself. Right? So what is the nature of these three gunas? The nature of the three gunas is, the Yoga Sutra is very clear in explaining it, is the nature of the tamoguna means the energy, the communication and the energy flow is very slow, lot of inertia. So in other words, you can associate it with it, you don't feel like doing anything. You're slow in thinking. Now, on the other hand, the Rajoguna is hyperactivity, the communication and the energy flow in your system. You see, the way we explain it is that if you think in terms of a computer chip, an integrated circuit, in that, do you have a engineering background? No, okay, never mind. I'll skip that then. So the thing is basically, if it is a rapid flow, means it is hyperactive, that is Rajoguna. When it is very sluggish, hardly moving, that is Tamoguna. And whereas on the other hand, the Rajoguna is completely smooth. Now, how do we understand this? You see, from a yogic perspective, when your karmas and kleshas are very little, you're almost clear, nadis are clear, you're in a zone where you're observing everything in an easy, continuous flow. Whatever happens, reactivity is very low, everything smoothly courses along. By the same token, when you want to do things, where you want to move your career forward, all of these kinds of things, particularly in a younger age, all of this is the flow of the karmas through you that is pushing you in that direction. Then what you're doing is you're trying to be hyperactive. You work longer hours. You push yourself a little bit more. That is all the Rajoguna in place. And then on the other hand, when you lack motivation, and you're just being over there, that is the nature of how tamoguna manifests in yourself. But it's all about the communication of energy flow, right? So does that clarify? And of course, all three are present in everyone at different times. But on the other hand, you will see that people for whom the karmas and kleshas are very low, they are more into sattva guna. And what happens is, and Manjula over here will corroborate for me, and even you can ask your mother, she will corroborate, is that people who are in that smooth flow, they don't want too much of very highly spicy things, and they gravitate towards more sweet things. Okay, so that is the nature of the sattva guna. Okay, and actually, Shobana's mother, Lakshmi Amma, she is there too. You would have sensed it. Lakshmi Amma is highly connected. Okay, and of course, Shobana's sister Vijaya is in a different zone, but she's not available. She's too busy. Anyway, so that is the nature of the sattva guna. By the same token, people who are in the rajoguna, they want stimulation, and people who want stimulation, they like all the stimulating food. That is basically, they will like karam puli, all of these kind of things, and and this people want onion and garlic and things like that. That goes into the rajoguna kind of motivation, because it your senses gets active, you want to push more. And in the case of tamoguna kind of thing, you see what happens is, any food that is not lacking in enough strong vitality leads to heaviness in the body. So any food that is of a heavy nature and then the body is considered, it makes you sluggish, is a tamoguna nature. And this will be if you eat cold food out of the fridge, or if you eat leftover food from fridge and things. Whereas when you cook freshly cooked food, you can sense the difference. And and similarly, food that are actually any food that is dead food, that is basically things that have been sitting there for a long time, is all in that category. So does that
So the
explain to you? Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, no, I just so these kind of daily practices that we do, the chakra balancing and the pranayama, so that can help the individual to move towards the sattva if
Uh,
suppose the other guna is predominant.
yes, but there is a process to it. The
Okay.
process is you become less reactive, so your karmas and kleshas slowly work through you and they work off. And as they work off, you gravitate towards more the sattva.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Any other thoughts from anyone? Okay. So in that case, we can close over here. Namaste, everyone.